The ship is moving quite a bit tonight. Well, okay. Right on cue, I guess. Anyway. All right, good morning, friends. We are in Aruba today. It's actually a little bit late this morning because I slept in late, as I tend to do, but I also had some work to do this morning, so we're afternoon already. But that's okay because we're in port really late tonight. Back on board, I think, is 7:30, and we're leaving at 8, so lots of time left here in Aruba. And we're gonna go see what's up. I'm gonna go up to the top deck and look around first, like I do, and then go from there. I'm looking for some fast food. I'm hoping I can find some fast food today, because obviously here on board, there's like sandwiches and pizza, which is like the fast food, and then we've got the buffet, and then the main dining room is obviously much more formal type food. So I've noticed on cruise ships after a while, I start to crave fast food, even fast food that I don't normally crave at home for some reason. But who knows? It's weird. But yeah. And then we'll go from there. I don't know. Well, you know, what's up? What's going to happen today? I haven't even looked at the schedule or anything. Not a whole lot during the day, I'm sure, because we're in port. But this evening, maybe some stuff. I haven't really been doing a whole lot of the like theater type stuff. I did the first night and, you know, haven't really been back since. But, you know, I've gone to the LGBTQ meetup a couple times. I've gone to the singles and solos thing a couple times. And I've witnessed different activities. I think they have an egg drop thing, not today, but one of the other days. That's such a fun activity. And that Dancing with the Stripes thing that happened a couple days ago was super, super fun. So yeah, I'm gonna try to do more of those things since there are some unique things that are offered here on this class of ship. But anyway, I'll of course take you with me. We'll see what we see, we'll do what we do, and we'll talk soon. So one thing I've been noticing is that you'll see that all my stuff on here is kind of, you know, nicely arranged. Or whatever. And what I've been noticing is that the room steward, when he comes in, this all gets messed up. And I'm not sure why. I'm assuming he's like wiping the counter or something, but I'm like, why would you not like put it back neatly? And so we'll see today if it happens again, because it's been the last 3 days that I've noticed that. And it's not a big deal. Like, I'm not upset about it or anything, but I'm like kind of perplexed by that. But anyway, Aruba, let's go. We'll talk soon. All right, y'all, so I am back on board. It is almost 3:30, so I spent quite a bit of time out there in Aruba today. I walked all the way down to like the marketplace area. They did have a Starbucks and a Dunkin' and all kinds of stuff in there. I was this close to getting Starbucks, but I decided not to. There's also a Quiznos in the cruise terminal, which is super cool, because Quiznos went out of business where I live a long time ago, so it was interesting to see. I also didn't get that. It didn't look like it was too popular over there, so I wasn't even sure if they were open, but, you know, I guess I could have gone and asked. But anyway, I'm gonna go up to Park Cafe and get some food. But first, let's talk about, now that we've been to all 3 of the ABC ports, let's kind of compare a little bit. I would say the best, like my favorite is Curacao. I think it's the most accessible, and it feels the most cultural to me, at least the immediate area. I would say Bonaire is the worst, in my opinion, just because there's almost nothing at the immediate cruise port area, and then you have to walk kind of far to get to anything. And there are nice shops and stuff once you get out, you know, down the strip, but it's kind of a empty walk to get there. There's not a lot to see in between. And then Aruba's kind of in the middle. I feel like Aruba's a lot more spread out than the other 2. And so I had to walk quite a ways to get down to that marketplace. It was about 0.8 of a mile according to my watch. And so, you know, it was 1.5 miles total there and back. And that's as far as I went. There's plenty more past that. And there's also stuff in the other direction. I remember seeing like a Taco Bell and stuff last time. So definitely a lot in Aruba, but it's not as accessible, in my opinion, as what's in Curacao. However, transportation, they have a free shuttle system here in Aruba, and I'm not sure if they do in the other ports. So I'm pretty sure it's here that they said they had that shuttle. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure it was here. And yeah, so that helps for sure. And Aruba has one of the nicest beaches in the world. I think it's voted the nicest beach in the Caribbean. I can't remember what it's called, but I'll put it on the screen in editing. And I was right next to it last time for my excursion, and it was very, very pretty. Kind of reminded me of Miami, but like if Miami was a little bit cleaner. So yeah. But anyway, food next. Good day so far. I love walking around and exploring and just kind of seeing what places are like and whatever, but yeah. We'll talk soon. So I, of course, said hello to Henry on my way up to the solarium, and I grabbed a couple of slices of pizza and a sandwich and a drink and just kind of lounged out there in the solarium. There were plenty of food options in Aruba, and I definitely considered eating out there somewhere, especially in the marketplace area. There was even like fast food and stuff. But ultimately, I decided to come back and eat on board, and while I was in the solarium, I noticed that they were closing the retractable roof. I'd seen it open and I'd seen it close, but I've never seen it in the process of, you know, opening or closing. This is sped up 3 or 4 times so you can see how it works quicker, but it's actually much slower than that, and it's like beeping and alarming the whole time. But it's pretty cool how they design ships to be able to have those. If there's inclement weather or something to that effect, you still have a fully functional pool for activities and whatever. After I was done eating, I made my way over to the bar. I actually had a couple of bartenders at this point here in the solarium that were my go-to people, along with the people who worked at Park Cafe as well, and I hung out in there with them for a while, but then decided it was time to go back down to my room. Alright, so I'm back to the room, and it's not too bad today, but you can see that those are all twisted around, and the little tray for the soap is crooked, and my toothbrush has been slightly moved. But then look at my brush just hanging over the edge of the thing. I just don't really understand why that's happening. But anyway, we'll talk soon. Alright, y'all, so I came back to my room a couple of hours ago and promptly fell asleep. And I have slept until now, which is just after 9 p.m. So I have missed both the theater shows and also dinner as well. So the only thing that's open right now is Park Cafe, which is fine because I normally like to hang out in the solarium at night anyway. We are sailing away, making our way back up north. We have several sea days, 4 of them in fact, before we get to Baltimore. So yeah, that's what's happening the next few days. But so tonight, not really a whole lot exciting that I can see on the schedule left, but I'm sure there's going to be all kinds of cool stuff tomorrow, so the next vlog in this series will be action-packed, hopefully. But yeah, I'm going to go get some food and spend the next hour or so in the solarium, and then we'll go from there. The ship is moving quite a bit tonight. Well, okay. Right on cue, I guess. Anyway, so I'm assuming there's going to be like barf bags in the stairwells and stuff, because they've had those out the last couple of nights, and it actually hasn't been that crazy bad. So since they had them out last night and it wasn't bad, tonight they definitely probably will. And I think as we get up near the East Coast United States, it'll probably be pretty windy. So I'm expecting some motion up there as well. So hopefully the next few days aren't too bad. But of course I'll let you know. And yeah, we'll talk soon. So they did, in fact, have barf bags in the stairwells. I was not surprised to see that because this was the most motion that I'd felt on the ship the entire time so far. They even had signs posted for areas that were closed due to high wind. So like the entirety of the upper decks were closed because, you know, it's dangerous up there if it's too windy. But I made my way back into the solarium, and as you can see, the pool was just dancing around. It was pretty impressive looking. I definitely wouldn't have wanted to be in there by any means at that time. But Sammy and my friends at Park Cafe were happy to see me, and I grabbed some food. This was my first time having a hot dog from there, and I have to say it was one of the best hot dogs I've ever had. It doesn't look like much, but it packs a punch. And then from there, I made my way back down to my room. All right, y'all, that's a wrap. I was laying up at the solarium, watching the pool dance around and stuff, living my best life, and then I really started to feel emotion. So I'm gonna go to bed, lay down. Good day today. I enjoyed Aruba. I enjoyed hanging out on board. I got a nice nap earlier, etc. See you day tomorrow, so we'll see what we get up to. But yeah, for today's vlog and for tonight, I want to thank you all so much for traveling with me. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, all those fun things. We'll talk soon, and y'all have a good night.